What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So for tonight's episode, we are starting off with a teaser, some teaser information for Night Silence. Teaser sees monsters prowl a nursing home in horror fantasy from Hellhole director. So we'll take a look at some of the details down here. I'll try to pronounce some of these names correctly. First time for me seeing some of these names, so I'll do my best. Up next from the Hellhole and Nobody Sleeps in the Woods tonight, filmmaker Kowalski is a new dark horror fantasy that sees a nursing home invaded by eerie monsters. Night Silence, the official Night Silence teaser, gives a glimpse of the creatures in a story and tone akin to Guillermo del Toro's Pan's Labyrinth. Kowalski co-wrote the screenplay with Powell and Mirella. In Night Silence, Luskin, a retired actor, is placed in a nursing home in the middle of the countryside by his son. Nothing definitive, just for a few months while the house is being renovated. Reluctant at first, he is won over by the hospitality of the staff and residents. Soon, however, a wave of murders terrorize the place. Tormented by terrifying nightmares, Luskin must face a grotesque threat if he wants to get out of there alive. So, pretty interesting synopsis for the premise of this story. So let's just jump down here a little bit more. Film most recently screened at the Sitges Film Festival. Variety reports today that leading Spanish sales agent Latido Films has landed 4 deals for Kowalski's latest, which will send the feature to SARC countries, Taiwan and Spain, with a 4th to be named soon. While that means that no official US distribution deal has been announced yet, it's surely only a matter of time. Kowalski's previously released horror films can currently be found on Netflix. And then we have a teaser trailer here, so we're going to just jump right over to this trailer here and check it out and see what we think.
My stawiamy na więzi i myślę, że wszyscy tutaj są bardzo zżyci, atmosfera jest bardzo miła, wszyscy to powiedzą.
Ogólnie nie mamy ciszy nocnej, ale proszę pamiętać, że niektórzy śpią już o 18. A pan sowa czy ranny ptaszek?
Sowa? Dzień dobry.
Proszę bardzo, uśmiechy na twarzach widzę. Ręka do boku. Dokładnie, ma boleć. Jak nie boli, to nie żyjemy. Jak boli, to żyjemy.
Ja tu jestem tylko na chwilę.
Każdy tu jest tylko na chwilę.
Uwolnij mnie, a spełnię ci życzenie. W dół pod wodę. Tylko ja. Że gdybyś miał taką moc, żebyś mógł sprawić, żeby tam coś jednak było, to co byś chciał?
Tam czy indziej.
No tam, same to.
So what are we thinking about that? Seems a bit different. The music to this trailer just, I think, adds a whole nother level of eeriness, of jump scare, of just outright terrifying things that can happen. I love the music in every aspect. I love the fact that this seems to be a very dark film. From what we saw, majority of this seems to be appearing to be happening at night. Not, and of course, they could have just put that all together just for the sake of the trailer. So there could be daytime scenes or things happening during the day. However, I do love it when films start off kind of like in the day, late afternoon, and move into the evening. And it seems like the majority of a film happens in the evening or jumps from evening to evening, because it just keeps that eerie, dark feeling to it, especially for a horror film. I'm a little disappointed we don't have any official US distribution deal information yet, but this, as it mentioned in the article right here up above, I think it's just a matter of time before this one eventually makes its way to the US, whether that's straight to streaming or I mean, I definitely don't think it's going to get a theatrical run. Nonetheless, if it makes it to streaming, even a physical release, this seems like something. I mean, if the transfer is done right with the audio quality and the picture quality, this could make for a pretty nice Blu-ray or 4K to have in your collection. So I can't wait to see this. It does finally become available for us here in the US. So for those who will be getting it soon, lucky you, because again, this one looks to be pretty good. And for me, it falls into one of those categories of something we haven't seen typically that much. Seems like a fresh idea. It's not your typical just straight up slasher film. So, which I love those, don't get me wrong, but I do like seeing new ideas, new things come about. So, all right, so let's jump into our next topic. So, bit of sad news to report if you didn't already hear about this. Bradford English, one of the films, as you see here from the article he was in, was Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, which was the 6th installment in the original, I guess you can call it, timeline, because we've covered this on a previous Halloween specific episode. We covered off on the 3 different timelines and the anthology timeline, so this one falls into that original timeline. So he unfortunately recently passed away at the age of 82. We'll cover some of the content here in the article as well. So Bradford English had a screen acting career that spanned from 1971 to 2010, and over those 39 years he racked up more than 70 credits. For many of us, he's best remembered for playing the drunk, abusive, blowhard John Strode in the 1995 horror sequel Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Sadly, we lost English right before Halloween this year, as it's been reported that he passed away on October 25th in Pasadena, California at the age of 82. English was born in South Orange, New Jersey on January 16, 1942. His obituary can be found online and says he, quote, was a true force of life and was filled with love. He was a husband and a family man who was survived by his loving wife and high school sweetheart, Cecilia Gale English. Together they created a beautiful family of 4 children. He was also proud to have 7 amazing grandchildren. He was a devout Irish Catholic and cherished his relationship to the church, to Jesus Christ, and the human family. His big open heart touched so many, from his relationship to his nieces and nephews to those beyond his immediate family. He extended such a love, kindness, and friendship that many who were close to Brad became part of the clan, like our beloved neighbors, the Wheaton family from Seagirt, who continued to be part of the family. He was in love with his East Coast and the Atlantic Ocean. With his acting career brought the family to Los Angeles in 1978. He would long for New Jersey for the rest of his life. His career in Hollywood spanned television and film as a member of the Screen Actors Guild. He was also known to play police officer in nearly every TV sitcom since Kojak in the 1970s. The family will honor him in celebration at the Jersey Shore, where his wild, bold, and loving spirit touched so many and now flies free with the perfect balance of the gentle sun, the cool sand, soft breezes, and the deep blue of the Seagirt Sea. We love you eternally, honey, dad, papa, Big Brad, Brady, Ralph, Cramden, Harry backstage. Thank you for keeping life very interesting. So it goes on to cover some of the, just many of the things that he had starred in over his career that he had taken a part in. So it is sad to see such an iconic actor depart. I mean, 82 years old, sounds like he lived a very long and fulfilled life, but our condolences go out to family and friends of Bradford English. All right, so our next topic for today's episode is we've reported recently on some of the information that's been coming out on this sequel. So I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel officially enters production. So let's just jump down in here. Production is officially underway on Sony's I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, announced via the film's official social media account this morning. With it comes the reminder that the new film is set to release this summer. The slasher franchise will return in theaters on July 18th, 2025. As we all probably know, as it states here in the next bit, plot details haven't been revealed as of yet, but the original film follows 4 young friends who are separated by a tragic accident, but reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in the small seaside town. So this goes on to talk about, we know Freddie Prinze Jr. is coming back. That's already been confirmed. Sarah Michelle Gellar confirmed on her Instagram account, she had posted a picture of a chair with the title of the film, but she also confirmed she is not returning. She is kind of more behind the scenes, playing a role because the director is one of her good friends. Jennifer Love Hewitt, though, we know has been in talks to return, but nothing official has been confirmed that she has fully signed on to return. The rest of this article goes on just to talk about some of the previous film, there was with the sequel as well. And here's the official production is underway post from the I Know What You Did Last Summer X account. We don't have the Sarah Michelle Gellar Instagram. As we've said before, I'll give this one a try. I'll give this one a view. I don't know if this sequel, especially trying to bring back some of the original cast, kind of missed the boat, so to speak, especially when you think about Scream. And I use Scream as the constant example with this franchise because the originals came out about the same time. We had Scream first, and then soon after you had the first I Know What You Did Last Summer. And even at that time, a lot of people felt that I Know What You Did Last Summer was just trying to play off the success of Scream. We know Scream went on to be very successful. We're expecting Scream 7, I believe, next year. Still waiting on a few final confirmations on casting for return characters and return actors and actresses for that film. But of course, we have this one coming out for summer of next year. Again, I'm not sure if it feels we might have missed the boat here. We've had the two films with the original cast, and we had a third film that didn't land well. We had a TV series that didn't land well. And now here we are again, trying to put some breath back into this franchise. So I think if you don't bring back Jennifer Love Hewitt in some major capacity like they did with Neve Campbell for Scream, I think just bringing back Freddie Prinze Jr. isn't going to be enough with a whole new cast to try and bring this one back to life. So we'll keep an eye on this one, and more to come once we get a teaser trailer or a full out trailer. We'll do a review of it here first and let you know what we think. All right, so to wrap up tonight's episode, it seems like every day something Terrifier related comes out. So we came across this, got released today. Make your food a little funny with this Terrifier 2 lunchbox. So for those of you who, some of you might be seeing this and thinking those are just collectibles. Some of you might be seeing this and you could be aging yourself like me, who remember having lunchboxes like this as a kid and thermoses, taking them to school. The Terrifier content, the Terrifier, I don't want to call it a fallout, but the success from Terrifier 3 continues to run rampant, whether it's video games, documentaries, ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange, now on all the merchandise, and now here we have an Art Krispies lunch box with a thermos. I won't cover off on the details here. It's pretty standard lunchbox size, pretty standard thermos. If you remember, again, if you ever had these as a kid, it's all pretty standard. The price though is pretty on point. I was actually surprised. We are going to touch on this. It is a price at $24.99, and they are limited to there's only 1,750 being made. So these are getting released in January. You can find them over at entertainmentearth.com. Side note, I have no affiliation with Entertainment Earth. I have no affiliation with this release. I am simply just reporting it to those of you who are fans of the film, of Art the Clown, of collectibles like this. If you are interested in those types of things, make sure you check it out because, as you see, they're doing a limited run. And if you're a collector, once that $24.99 price disappears and you try to buy it on the secondhand market, you'll probably spend at least triple or quadruple the price for something like this. So if we scroll down here, we have a few pictures of it here. So it looks like this is one of the sides. This would be the other side. I imagine this is probably the top, because you can see the little buckle right here where my cursor is at the top to open up the pail. So this looks like this would be the top of it. This would be the bottom, the front of it, like where the handle would be, the left and right sides, and then the thermos. So that you have two pictures of the child here where it ends off. So I'll put this link, the link of this article, in the description of this video, which does have the link over to Entertainment Earth's website directly to the product. So again, it's up for pre-order. If you're interested, check it out. Again, I have no affiliation. I get no kickbacks, no nothing on this. I am simply just reporting this as a fan of Terrifier 2 and of collectibles. So if you want to grab yourself one, make sure you do so before they are gone. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for tonight's episode. Just want to say thank you for joining me for a few moments of your day. Let me know what you think about tonight's topics. Drop a comment in the comment section below, and if there is something you would like to see us cover in the future, let us know in the comments as well, and we will look to cover it. Otherwise, we will see you at the next one. Peace.